Are you trying to figure out how to attract your next home into your life and you're not sure how to go about manifesting it? Well, I've got some cool techniques that I'd love to share with you. So before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so that you're up to date on the latest videos that I'm posting here on my channel about spaces that'll help you manifest the life of your dreams. So you're interested in changing up your living situation, whether you want to rent or own, and you're not really sure. My first question for you is, do you truly know what you want? Most people think they do. They have a sense, but perhaps they've never actually written it down or really spent a lot of time. They just start to rock and roll and get out there. One of the things I'm going to have you do is get a notebook and a pen, and we're going to actually write things down so that you are energetically, it's like putting an order out into the universe about what you actually desire. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the details. And there's power in writing. And there's something that goes on. I know a lot of you love to type on your computers or iPads, but the activity of actually doing handwriting is magnificent because it does something in your brain that actually starts to energetically get you connected with the energy of what you're desiring to create. What occurs when we start to write is one of the first questions that most realtors will ask you is, what's your budget? What type of sort of price range are we looking at? So I'm going to get you to step away from that for a minute, because when we limit ourselves with numbers, we are closing ourselves off to the possibility of something really cool and magical showing up for you. And I'll give you an example. One of my clients was wanting to have a place that overlooked this particular view, and he kept driving by this particular home, and this home kept energetically pulling him, and he thought, oh God, it's a couple of $1 million, I don't know, but it has this really strong energetic pull. And I said, don't eliminate that from your search. And he said, okay, sounds good. And at some point going along in the process, which we'll go through here further, he ended up manifesting to stay, house sit, get paid for it, and live in this multi-million-dollar home overlooking the view that he absolutely loved. So I really want you to trust the process here. Don't get hung up about numbers. Let's dive into what we can actually get you believing and trusting that the universe will always have your back, that everything will work out for you. And if you haven't written that down, the universe always has your back. Everything's always going to work out for you, meaning me, when you write it down. And trust the process. So the next question I'm going to ask you is, what type of home are you looking for? Are you looking for a fixer-upper? So a place that you've got to go in and do a little bit of renovations, changing things up. I want you to imagine, and this is something that I found myself doing, is that I said, oh, I'm really good at fixing things. What I ended up having was a space that I was constantly fixing. So be careful what you're saying out there into the universe. Stop saying that you're great at fixing, because you'll end up with a house that is constantly, things are breaking down and you're constantly fixing them up. So just be aware, if you're a contractor, renovator, and that is your industry, awesome, then go for it. That will create income for you in the long run. Now, if you're looking for a place that is already done, meaning you walk in, everything works, the appliances are running, maybe have to change a few minor details and decor with paint, maybe some lights, maybe some carpeting and flooring, but nothing too major, then you know what's going to work best for you. So I want you to write that down. What is this type of home that you're looking for? Already ready for walk-in ready, or a fixer-upper. The next question that you're going to ask is, are you looking for a particular style? So are you looking for something that is a bungalow, one level? Are you looking for a two-story? Are you looking for something with a single car garage, a double car garage? The garage is going to be attached or not attached? A carport? Are you looking for a home that has a basement? Or if you're in an area that has no basements, that's fine. Are you looking for a place that has a garden, that has a long driveway, a short driveway? Does it have a sport court, a tennis court, a swimming pool? Does it have a view of the ocean, view of the mountains, into the woods, a stream, a lake? Is it in a city? Is it in the country? So I want you to look at what your specifics are with regard to your space. How many bedrooms would you like? Are you a young couple that perhaps might have children? So how many bedrooms is that going to require? Are you someone who is now an empty nester and all the kids have moved away? And do you require just an office, a main bedroom, a guest room? What are your requirements? So put all of those ideas down in your notebook. This is where you're going to get detailed. Do you like sports? And therefore, do you need a place to store all your sporting equipment? If you're somebody that loves gardening, what equipment is required in order to have a beautiful garden? Do you love to cook? And if so, what style of kitchen really lights you up? So I want you to envision all your interests. So if you are imagining that you love to do yoga or work out or bike on a stationary bicycle or do weights, what room is going to be dedicated to support that interest of yours? Do you have a collection of library books? And you have always imagined having a large library that would support that. So again, think about, do you need high ceilings? Do you have a dedicated room that you can call your library? That's another item that you can write down on your list. Are you a wine connoisseur? Do you love to collect wine? So do you require a specific refrigeration system or a room that can be converted into a refrigeration system that will support and actually maintain the level and temperature of maintaining the wine that you're going to store there? All of these interests, I want you to write them down. We're just getting to the details. And trust me, this works. Once you have written everything down, I really want you to imagine that you're casting out this order that you've put together. It's like going to a restaurant and you've made a list of all the ingredients that you're looking for. I want you to look at it that way. So you're going to cast out into the universe everything that you're demanding, because you're making a demand, not only from yourself, you're demanding from the space that you're physically in, and you're demanding for the future space to find you. And there's an alignment that goes on when we make these demands. And so trusting and surrendering to the universe that this is all going to work out better than you ever imagined. Another really awesome thing is, have you walked into a show home lately that's really lit you up? Okay, so what about a particular show home were you aware of that really excited you? And what show homes are you aware of that you didn't like? So knowing what you like and what you don't like also contributes to what you write down and what you desire to create for your future space and invite in. Another great tool that I've had my clients use is Pinterest. You can create a board on Pinterest of all these places and furniture and different textures and colors, and it's like an inspirational board. And so you can pull that in and just play with that. Or, which I'm call it old school, but I love this, is going through design magazines and cutting out actual images of pictures and putting it on a board and having that either physically in your space where you see it on a day-to-day basis, Because again, that's another way of letting the universe know exactly what you're looking for. You're going to read this out loud at least once a day, at least for the first week. And then after that, you can put it in your drawer, which I did. I put it in my bedside table, and literally, I had my new space that showed up for me. First place I walked into, and boom, this was it. It happened. And then literally trust that this is all going to work out for you better than you ever imagined, and put it away. The fact that the universe is listening when it is, and the space that you're in currently, they are all co-conspiring together. So your future space is already there for you. It already is waiting for you to align your energy to the same level that it's at. And the old space that you're currently in, also, you're going to ask for that space to help pull in and draw in. And so that's basically what you're doing. It's like throwing a ball out into the universe, like a baseball, or better yet, boomerang. Okay. So, you know, boomerangs, they throw out and then they'd spin around and they'd come back. Well, imagine that's what's going on for you. You're throwing your boomerang out and it's coming back towards you greater than you ever imagined. The home, the space, whether it's to buy, whether it's to rent, trust that it's all going to work out better than you ever imagined. Hello, my friends. Do you have a curiosity about spaces and the energy of how changing things up and moving things around can actually create the life of your dreams? So, my name is Lisa Benitz. I've had over 2 decades working with spaces with the practice of Feng Shui, geomancy, Vatsu, and lots of other energetic modalities. I've taught classes around the world and coached clients like yourself, savvy entrepreneurs who are looking to change and improve their life through their spaces. So if this is at all of interest to you, go to the link below, book a call with me, and let's see if you're the right fit for our Creating Conscious Spaces entrepreneur program. Now let's get back to the video. How your home can support you. So your 5 senses, we're going to go over your 5 senses. When we are working with energy and spaces, we really want to get into how do we feel. So the first thing I want to touch upon is, what are you going to see? So what is it that really lights you up as far as what do you see with regard to your space? So what's your view? Is it a garden? Is it the woods? Is it a lake? Is it the ocean? Is it the mountains? Is it an open prairie field? Do you have a stream? So what do you see? And I want you just to write it out in point form. It doesn't have to be sentences, although if you want to, you can. But you can say, you know, I'd love to be by water, or I'd love to hear the sound of water. So I want you to just get into, what are you going to see first, and then we're going to go and sort of build on that. Okay. The next part that you're going to jump into is, how do you feel? So what's the touch? What's the texture of the space? Every space has this sense, this texture. How does it feel to your body? Is it cozy? Does it feel like a big warm hug? Is it open and airy? So there's a lot of space, high ceilings. You've got the sensation of how that feels, as opposed to lower ceilings, which gives that sense of feeling really cozy, like a big hug. When you walk into the interior of the home, is it hard edges, very contemporary style, or soft, rounded edges where there's big cushions, lots of big puffy cushions, or just very sort of simple pieces that are almost like an art installation? Everything has an actual spot that you're looking at, whereas sometimes people really like to kind of squish themselves into a space. Okay, walking up the entrance, does it feel welcoming? What's the front door look like? Are there pots of plants growing? Is there a meandering pathway? Big trees. So imagine what it all looks like. Okay, so that's the visual. What are the sounds that you hear? So are you listening to birds? Do you hear cars? Do you hear children's laughter? Do you hear dogs barking, cats meowing, horses neighing, cows mooing? Do you hear eagles in the sky, different types of birds? Do you hear tropical birds? Do you have a certain type of bird song that you love to hear? So I want you to think about, what are you hearing? Is it the ocean? Do you hear trickles of water? Is there a waterfall in the distance? Um, do you hear maybe an avalanche coming down in a mountain far away? Do you hear the breeze going through trees and the rustling of the leaves on the trees? So think about what you're hearing. And I really want you to get into that sensation. Again, write it down. Okay, the next sensation is the smell. I know, sounds crazy, but there is a smell when we walk into places, especially when you get off an airplane. For the very first time, you walk into a country or you get off the plane and you're walking out onto the tarmac of the airport, and you smell something. There's a smell. Every country, every city, every town, every home has this smell, right? And if you walk, I think everybody has a memory of when they've walked into the grandparents' home or somebody's home, that they distinctly remember the smell, whether it was the spices, whether it was what was cooking on the stove, or it smelt like banana bread or something. There was always this smell that made it feel very homey, or maybe it didn't feel very good. So I want you to think about, what smells light you up. Is it the smell of lemons growing on a lemon tree? Is it the smell of tropical plants as you brush by them on their way to the door? Is it the smell of lavender? Is it the smell of evergreen trees? Is it the smell of freshly fallen rain that has come down, or snow? Is it the smell of, maybe it's the smell of a wood burning fireplace as you walk up to the home? So I want you to get into all those beautiful sensations and senses about, what does it smell like for you? And then we're going to talk about taste. Okay, there's a taste. There's a taste of I know when I've been in salt and in a tropical climate, there's a taste of salt on your lips. There's the taste of um, some taste is heavy, like a heavy taste. Then there's a lighter taste in the air. So be aware of what is going on with the space. So we've talked about sound. We've talked about what it tastes like. We've talked about the smell. We've talked about the feel, and we've talked about the visual. What do things visually look like for you? Is it light? Is it dark? Is it full of lots of light, or just a fairly low amount of light? So all of these sensations all contribute to what you're writing down right now on your list. What do you envision now for your life going forward? Okay, maybe you were married and now you're divorced and you're standing there going, now what am I going to do? So I really want you to think, what do you envision for your life going forward? Or maybe you're single and you just got into a really awesome relationship, and now you have two of you looking for a place together. So what do you envision your life going forward looking like? And so I want you to write that down. Get into understanding, if there's a place in the world that's been calling you and you've never been, write that down. What is it about that country, the geography, the culture, perhaps the language? What attracts you about that particular part of the world? And where have you determined that it's actually not available to you, or it's not even possible, because somewhere in your mind you were listening to somebody else saying, oh, it's expensive, oh, it's challenging, oh, it's difficult. And so how many of you have made excuses for all the reasons why something isn't going to work for you? You're going to get your list, you're going to go through what you're desiring to create, the life now recognize the style of home, the type of home that really lights you up, how many rooms, getting into all the details. Then you're going to go into your five senses. And then you're going to look at, okay, what is the life and creation that I'm going to create from this new space? You're going to go through everything. If you haven't gone to show homes, do that. Have fun with it. This is fun. Go to magazines, cut out photos, pictures, put it all together. It could be in a file folder, it could be on a board, whatever works for you. Well, if I could envision this next stage of my life, where I would like to live, where I'd like to be, write that down. What is that next stage? Are you working still? Are you retired? Are you looking for a new career? Are you having a baby? Are you going through a sort of a transition of being in a relationship and no longer? Are you a widower? Did you lose your job? So there's lots of different ways that we are transitioning from one stage of our life to another. Write it down. You aren't defined by your past. That's done. What are you wanting to create for your future? So now I want you to trust that everything that you've done up to this point is leading you closer to the space that you've always imagined. You've written it out, you've read it, and now I want you to put it away and trust that the universe is working with you and your future space is coming towards you. Put a comment below and let me know how it's working for you. If you love what you're seeing on the YouTube channel here, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can see more that's coming to you. I post every Tuesday, and please check out the next video in this series.